Hello everybody and welcome back to Monster Hunter Rise! Today, I have voice cracks, but we're going to be starting by watching the monster intro for the fish stick. Now I know that should have been in last episode, but, well, it wasn't because, well, failed recording, and I'd completely forgotten about the cutscene in my just frustration. Now, let's get talking with everybody. And we're about some unreal looking beetle called Divine Beetle. See all of his own eyes. Well, Divine Rhinos. Let's just find two of them. We get a ladybug cannon for that. So we'll have to keep an eye out for those. This lady, crazy looking type of corn. It was huge. I don't think redeemed by giving her some bamboo shoots to try. Task, go gather them. You need two pricey boot. I can speak. I just woke up like half an hour ago. You need two pricey shoots for her.
How may I help you?
New information that may be of interest. The independent study of the melding pot. He has stumbled upon new melding protocol of sorts. Requires greater quantities of materials, but produces much more powerful talismans.
See you later.
That's basically all he wanted to say.
Have a look at my wares.
And we can now haze, which, as mentioned, gives much more powerful talismans. I'm not actually sure what we could reliably use from this right now. Because the thing to note, these might be more powerful, but there's still skills missing from here that were available here, which is weird to me, but you know, whatever, I guess. So I'm pretty sure they're missing. Let's see. Watch them, let me missing it. I've just derped this entire time. Let's try for... I really do not know what I would even particularly want. Suppose we could try for Rapid Morph. This takes 40, but I mean, we have a Defender Ticket 4. That literally just does it. And we also just have a bunch of these, so, you know, can do that. And as we come in further here, we have just have a ton of materials sitting around. And your really early materials, like up to around 10 value, will stop being used for this after a while, so we may as well give this a go. And try for some Rapid Morph. Using our Agneston bits.
Are you sure?
Not entirely them, though. Because I'll just use one of these, because why not?
Here we go. Come again.
Now, who else wanted something? Yomogi did. I couldn't remember her name, or I would have said it sooner. Maybe jump. Partner Kuga. I don't think we are. Thinking of how she could make a new type of dango that's weird and unusual. Vague idea of thick with flavor and a little bit gooey. Breaking the idea down to specific ingredients is where they get lost. You have anything gooey that might work? I mean, mud and monster broth, but we may as well turn this in. It is thick and gooey. Bam! New dango. Reworked the recipes, they're now better. And that's it. Okay. Now, there was people to talk to way over in this area over here. So let's come way over here. There's so many people to talk to. Mercenaries have ascended to a new level of greatness. They can now dispatch they can be dispatched. I can read. I really wish I hadn't overslept so much, so I could have actually woken up a bit before doing this. Better confidence in your buddies. Yeah, the only issue is everything's out of sync now. Because, well, if I were to set them out now, when they get back, this will already have been done for 2 training rounds. So, we're just gonna end this now, and add 7. Because you could just do that. If you wanted to, you could collect the experience after each run. I just don't do that because it's kind of silly. That's why I set it up for 10 rounds, is so I don't have to manage it. We've already technically missed out on two quests worth of Meowcenary's progress. But, no. And we only have these 2 areas so far. And back here, these still have shinies, but we don't really need the shinies anymore. So, let's just send them off after... Why not this one? Ken and his 3 Palamute buddies. And you'll notice the expected outcome is very low. Yeah, we're back to this. I'm pretty sure that Rodin has nothing new for us, but our buddies, you know, can have their bargaining set up again. Wait, I want to... Yeah, I had a feeling. Sushi fish. Sushi fish is just a good recovery item. So, I'd honestly suggest, if you guys have better memory than I do for that, to actually check with her every time. Because that's just the most efficient way of getting sushi fish. Now, you're saying the same thing that Yomogi did, because that's helpful. You're saying the same thing the blacksmith did. We can forge more decorations, which I don't think I showed off. Because I was showing off the armor, which it just occurred to me I didn't show off as well. And hey, there's some new armors to show off too. Where? Right, here's the Jurgatus armor. It's guarding armor. It works, well, decently well with a weapon that can guard. I'm gonna personally say it probably works best with a greatsword. Don't quote me on that. Just seems more greatswordy than sword and shield or charge blade. So, and you get the Droth armor, which this is just maxed out water attack. If we wanted maxed water attack, we could wear this. The only issue with the armor is this. So you could easily just do away with that and wear something else. Diversion isn't bad, but it's more of a team skill. And when you want your buddies taking hits, it's not really the best thing to have. And then the ingot armor is basically... well, it's effectively the armor we're wearing, but for thunder attacks. And it looks pretty freaking cool. I know battle dresses aren't practical. It doesn't stop them from looking good. And it's made predominantly with ore. So, it's not a hard armor to make, and it's not bad if you have thunder weapons. If you don't, it's still not awful, but 2 points of attack boost and 2 points of critical eye, you'd rather just have 4 of this or 4 of this. But, yeah. The windproof of 3 is pretty nice, though. And I think that is... wait, it's not everything. We get the Spio stuff. Because we finally have a single toxic Komori. this armor is interesting. I mean, it looks pretty cool. It's, well, the best way to put it is it's kind of assassin-y type armor. It with latent power, once again, I could be wrong about how it works in Rise, but with how it worked in World anyway. 5 minutes into the battle, you gain this effect for, I think, roughly 5 minutes, and then it goes away, and then it comes back, and then it goes away, and then it comes back. So it's a really good buff, but takes a while to get going. But that kind of plays into, well, you're poisoning things. You're trying not to get poisoned. You're aiming for weak spots. And, well, you have a chance of not being deflected. The only issue is well, making the armor. Like, it should be noted that our armor is already more defensive than this. Albeit, it will potentially be just as defensive in the end, because they both start at 32. But if you come down here to, say, this is already 48. We're going to be moving on from this fairly soon.
Good luck out there.
That's my issue with those special armors. Maido has the same thing to tell us that Kagero did, because that's helpful. And I think this is actually something new. You're really thrashing a storm up out there. Couldn't stand us throwing my kunai, teaching you gnarly new switch skills. I'll have to take out some gnarly new quests. Yep. So we now get one for the greatsword, the hammer, the lance, and charge blade, and heavy bowgun.
Stay out of trouble.
I think it's a lot. I think there's more than originally. I mean, I think there's an odd number of weapons, so it makes sense. Now, like 15 minutes into this episode,
What would you like to do?
we're actually going to be taking on a quest. And it'll be this one, because it's just higher up. I would do one of the big monster quests, but that would make this episode take way too long. So we're gonna do one of the small monster quests. Here we are. We're now basically just here to kill a bunch of poor weak monsters. Won't be the hardest, but hey, we could use the materials from these guys anyway. So it's not exactly a bad thing. And up here are actually Kelby this time. The things we're normally up there, now down here. I guess Kelby are just, well, territorial. More territorial than these things are. These herbivores have a lot of health now. Oh, Snow, why did you wake it up? I could have dealt so much more damage. I mean, the issue was I was hitting its head. But still. Yes, I was hitting its head from where I was. Because that's just how the charge blade, or the switch axe works. You tend to not exactly know what you're hitting until you hit it. Oh, hey, raw meat. I can trade that in for 20 experience. Well, I'd need 6 of them. Stories 2 reference. Can I just say, Stories 2 has been freaking amazing in all I've played of it so far. And I'm about 20 hours in. 20 hours in, but only like 16 along the story. Because apparently I stopped and fought things a lot more than most people did. And I learned that because Robotic is also playing, and well, she's only like 16 hours in, and further through the game than I am. So, you know. That's the thing. Hey, Kestodron scalp. Something I'm probably never gonna need. Ever. I should probably get sharpened. This is something I'm going to miss when we do take this armor off, but hey, there's decorations for that. I still haven't shown the new decorations off. Effectively, the new decorations are the elemental attack decorations. So if we had the materials to make them, we could start making elemental attack decorations. Which is not really a bad idea. It's basically a way of turning any set of armor into alloy armor here. With enough slots, anyway. What do I need for the optional quest? If it isn't, it must be spear bugs. Yes.
Making progress.
That one always takes the longest because I don't tend to follow the paths that, you know, it wants. And of course I hit its head with the hit that would hit harder. That is the bonus to a sleep weapon. When you hit a monster that's asleep, you do deal more damage, so that is one big advantage to sleep. Oh, you're gonna come and play too? Okay. I'll kill you as well. I'd also take these Riamba, but they need to actually come down to where I can hit them. Oh, literally as I start gathering. Because there is actually an armor that can be made from Riamba. I believe we've already seen it for low rank. Oh, hi, Puke Puke. You're gonna roar at me, aren't you? No? Okay. I'll take it. Also, if you hear Frisk in the background, I do apologize. She is, being a pain in the butt tonight. And it has surprisingly nothing to do with the fact that I overslept. It has everything to do with the fact that she saw a moth. And then could not catch said moth. Because said moth outsmarted her. And I would not help her find and chase the moth. Because, you know, I had to get doing this. And I'm kind of tired of helping her chase her prey. I believe I've mentioned it already, but Frisk has been finding and catching a lot of mice lately. She has caught 5 mice in the past, like, 4 or 5 days. And I have no clue how the mice are even getting in. I think I have it blocked, and based on the fact that she hasn't got another mouse down here to my knowledge, that tells me that, you know, I probably did actually get where they were coming through blocked. Even though it doesn't make much sense to me how they were getting through. They are mice. They're basically the rodent version of cats. They're made of freaking liquid. There's basically a crack at the backside of one of our cupboards that I filled with sealant, and hopefully that works. Because I am so tired of helping her catch her mice. Which at this point I feel is very understandable. Only a few more monsters left to go. Right, you can harvest 2 things from these. Ooh, affinity fly. Affinity! And I'm hitting its head. Alright, its leg. So hard to hit exactly where you want to hit with this thing. Wow, I scalped it twice somehow. Give me these bones. You guys got that. Hey, an eroded husk. That's new. And we only need 4 more monsters, and they tend to come in groups of 3. Because that's helpful. Nope, keep gathering. But at least getting up to the nearby group of 3 shouldn't take too long, given we have this great wire bug here. And I mean, we do want materials from these guys, so it just kind of works out. Because, hey, it wouldn't be a bad idea to remake these guys' armor for high rank. For a bowgun armor. I gotta remember to just hold down the button. Yeah, geez, yawning. As mentioned, I literally just woke up at the time of recording this about an hour ago. Which, holy jeez, it was an hour ago. I've only got about an hour left to record tonight. Because I overslept by a lot. I had an alarm set for 1 AM. And then 1:05 AM. And my alarm at 1 AM woke me up. So I sat up and turned off my 1:05 AM alarm. And I fell back asleep. Yeah, we may as well just fast travel to this camp. I would run because we could use some of that new ore. And we could also use, you know, more bone and stuff. But I just want to get this episode ended so I can get at least 2 episodes recorded tonight. That is my goal. Oh, hey, a material. Yaku. I will take it. And quest complete. I'm not gonna fuss too much about trying to kill another one. I mean, if I can manage this, which I'm pretty sure I can, I will gather from it. But if they could kill that thing and have it leave a corpse, that would be really handy. Hey, a corpse. No, wire bug, I don't want you. I want to harvest from the frickin' Banbara. Monster broth. Yeah. Once again, I don't know why anyone would take the Dongo to make the kunai stronger. I honestly doubt it makes them strong enough to be actually worth throwing at anything that isn't like a Banbara. And stuff! Godbug! Man. Bossium ore, that's something we could use. Adamant seeds, those are nice. Palico got us a bunch of stuff. Okay. We have an optional subquest we can turn in, so we're going to turn it in, grab it again. Ooh, I could... As much as we've already made progress on this, I'm going to abandon it so I can grab this.
Until next
Now... Say somebody wants to talk with us. Or was I just misreading things? I might have just been misreading things. Because I'm pretty sure we've talked to everybody. But I'll make sure. Not the most away. Oh, yep, someone did want to talk to us. And we get a buddy ticket. That's fair. I really don't want to end the episode off here, though. I want to end it here. So, yeah. With all that out of the way, next time we will actually be taking on our first 5-star proper big monster. So, thank you all very much for watching, and hope to see you back here tomorrow as we do just that. See you all then!